Hey credit warriors, welcome to the show, and in this video we are going to be reviewing two new cashback credit cards, one of which earns an average of 6% cashback on all purchases, which would make it the highest earning non-category credit card on the US market, which is crazy. Now, it's not exactly just straight cashback. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but I think you're gonna find this very interesting, so keep watching. So these two new credit cards come from the company Save, and I think they're gonna be a really interesting product for people who are not only just interested in credit cards, but also into investing, because what they do is when you spend money on the card, they will invest an equivalent amount of money on your behalf in stocks, bonds, other assets, etc., and that will generate a yield for you. So you can see here they say, replace card rewards with investments. For example, if you spent $5 on some milk, then $5 or a multiple of $5 would be invested on your behalf and would generate yield for you for 1 year. Then after 1 year, you don't get to keep the investment, but you get to keep the earnings off that investment. So how much will those earnings be? Well, let's look at the Wealth Plus card first. Now, they actually invest on your behalf a little bit more than you have spent. So it actually yields an average annualized return of 4.03% of the money you spent on the card. Now, this isn't guaranteed. If you do your spending on the card when the stock market is at an all-time high and it then goes into a bear market for a whole year, you could possibly end up with nothing. But on the opposite of that, if you do it in an average year or when the market is low and then the market starts to go up a lot, then you could end up with actually a lot more than 4%. And you can see on this graph here, looking backwards, there are actually very little times when the portfolio has produced zero returns. And there have been some periods of time where it was bringing in around 15 to 20% annual return. But the average return is 4%. And there are also different portfolios you could choose from. The 4% figure comes from their moderate portfolio, but they also have portfolios with greater risk in return for possibly greater reward. And they have an alternative asset / crypto portfolio coming soon. So that's how it all works, using the Plus card as an example. But let's now do the math and work out exactly how valuable this is for the Plus card and the Premium card. And we'll compare it to a standard 2% cashback card, i.e. the Citi Double Cash. Now, the Citi Double Cash has no annual fee, but the Wealth Plus card has a $300 annual fee. Most issuers would have made it $295 to make it sound less, but hey, these guys from Save, they're a no-nonsense bunch of guys, so $300. So to cancel out the annual fee on the Save Wealth Plus card, you would need to spend $7,500 in order to earn $300 in cashback through the investment method that averages about 4%. That would cancel out your $300 annual fee. However, there is an opportunity cost here because the Citi Double Cash doesn't have an annual fee, so it would already be earning legitimate cashback at 2% on that $7,500 worth of spending, okay? So we actually have to take a little bit of a higher figure to outdo the Citi Double Cash, okay, until we're at a level where we are actually earning more, and that figure is $15,000. Once you hit $15,000 in spending on both cards, the Citi Double Cash and the Save Wealth Plus card, the Save Wealth Plus card is then earning you more money because it's earning at 4%. So everything above $15,000, you will be outdoing the Citi Double Cash, and you will actually be doubling it, okay? Because it's 4% versus 2%. It's double the Double Cash. Now that is in general, but actually in the first year, they give you a welcome bonus of investing $10,000 on your behalf, and that will return at 3% because that is the average return of the portfolio. Okay, it's a little complicated, but when you spend with the card, they're actually investing multiples of what you spend, which is why the card returns 4% on average on the money you spent. But just trust me on this, $10,000 in the portfolio returns 3%. So that works out at $300, which pays the annual fee for the first year. So in the first year, you're actually doing better than the Double Cash right from the start, and you're doing quite a lot better. Now let's look at the Save Wealth Premium card. Now this is the one that returns 6.04% on average on the amount of money you have spent on the card. However, it has an annual fee of $750 per year. So you'd have to spend $12,495 to offset the annual fee through the 6% average return, and you would have to spend $18,800 to overtake the Citi Double Cash in the amount of rewards you would earn. And then after that, any spending you did would beat the double cash and beat it by a lot. It's actually 3 times as much as the double cash. Also in the first year, like with the Plus card, they will invest $10,000 on your behalf, and that also returns an average return of 3%. Remember, it's not 6% because it's not a multiple of money you've spent. It's just $10,000 in the account. So that will also give you a $300 welcome bonus in the returns that you would get on that over a year. But hold on, there's more. There are actually some merchant-specific bonus categories that you can spend in that will give you even more sky-high returns on your spending. All the brands that you can see on screen now will bring you in much higher potential returns because Save will invest a multiple of the money you spent on your behalf. This set of merchants is what's available in February 2022, but Save say they will be adding more in the future. So you can see Tesla is at 12% on the Plus card and 18% on the Premium card. Apple and Microsoft are both at 8 and 12%. So if you say bought a new MacBook Pro on the Plus card, the cashback would potentially come to $279, which almost offsets the annual fee. And there are also no spending caps or caps on returns. So this beats some other high yield cashback cards like the Alliant Credit Union Visa Signature card, which used to offer unlimited 2.5% cashback, but now it's capped at $10,000 in spending per month. My friend got this card a few years ago and went and bought a Red digital cinema camera for like $50,000 and literally got like $1,250 worth of cashback from it. But you wouldn't be able to do that now because it's capped at $10,000 in spending per month that you would earn the 2.5% rate on. Then in addition to the cashback rates on your spending, there are some other travel benefits offered by Visa, such as auto collision damage waiver, trip cancellation insurance, and a 15% discount on Audi rentals. The Premier card also gets you Avis President's Club status. So I think these two cards from Save do make sense if you have the amount of spending required to make them profitable, okay? Like you've seen in the video, if you spend $15,000 a year on the Plus card, and if you spend $18,800 a year on the Premium card, you are ahead of any 2% cashback card, and as you spend more and more over that, you will be earning some serious returns because the cashback rates are so high. The only thing to remember though is that those 4% and 6% rates are the average returns. It is not guaranteed. It all depends on the market and how good the year has been for stocks and bonds and other investments. And it does take a year for your cashback to be released as well. But for those of you who want a bit of excitement and potentially a much higher cashback rate than your average card, I would say that these are really interesting products for you to look into. Now, if you're interested in either of these two Save Wealth cards, you can check out the link below to learn more about them. As always, these are affiliate links. They do help out my show, so I thank you very much if you do use them. Other than that, please leave your comments about these cards below. Please subscribe if you're new for more credit card and personal finance videos almost every day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.